In this video, I'm going to give you my top 5 weight loss hacks. Hello YouTube fam and welcome to my channel. My name's Melissa Neal and my channel is all about helping women over the age of 40 get in shape through diet and exercise. In today's video, I'm going to give you my diet hacks, or in other words, ways that you can lose weight without diet or exercise. My number 1 tip, and you've probably heard me say this before, but I'll say it again, fill your plate with vegetables. You cannot get fat on vegetables. You do have such things as high carb and low carb vegetables. So high carb vegetables include things like carrots and sweet corn, and low carb vegetables are things like spinach, peppers, tomatoes. But don't worry about that, just fill your plate up with veg. You can't go wrong. My number 2 tip is shirataki or Konjac noodles. They're a great weight loss tool. They're only 9 calories in every portion size, which is around 200 grams. So I believe that's 7 ounces. They really do fill you up. They are 0 in carbs and they are also high in fiber, and they kind of go through your system. I will link some of these products that I'm talking about in the description to the Amazon website, so you can check it out and buy them for yourselves. The Konjac noodles are sometimes called zero noodles. They don't really taste of anything. They're pretty bland, so you can mix them in kind of things like curries, stir fries, and perhaps have them in your evening meal so that you're not having any carbs in your evening meal. And that's a good tool to use to kind of lose some weight and just cut your calories down a little bit. My number 3 tip is to cut out sugar altogether. Now, I know some of you have messaged me and left comments saying that you do have sugar cravings, but the way of actually dealing with sugar cravings, and this sounds counterintuitive, is to cut out sugar altogether. And after a few days, you just won't miss it. And you know, I've got a really sweet tooth and I love sugary things, but in the main, most of the time, you know, 95% of the time, I don't eat sugar and I don't crave it. But what you can do is use sugar substitutes. So things like 0 sugar jellos or jellies in the UK. And again, I'll link some products in the description. They're really great because they're low in calories. They give you that bit of a sweet taste. So if you're having a sugar craving, a 0 calorie jelly or jello is absolutely amazing. And the other thing that I use is either xylitol or erythritol, and they're sugar substitutes and they're alcohol sugars, but they're very, very low in calories. So if you add this to anything that you're making that you want to sweeten, so it might be a bit of yogurt, for example, you can sweeten that. It will give you that sort of sugary taste without any of the calories and without risking getting that spike in sugar and then those sugar cravings. My number 4 tip is to use zucchini or courgette to fill things like oats out. So if you're having porridge oats, or I think you call it oatmeal in the US, you can actually add some grated zucchini or courgette and it just fills out the dish. It's absolutely amazing and it's pretty tasteless as vegetable, so it just takes on the taste of other things that you're putting in the dish. And in this case, it's something sweet, isn't it? But that's okay. It will just take on that sweet thing and it just makes it more filling, a bit like the Konjac noodles. It makes it more filling without actually adding any more calories or very low calories. So it's brilliant for that. And it's all about tricking your mind and your body into thinking you're eating more when you're actually not eating more. That's what a lot of these tips and tricks are about. So if you're enjoying this video so far, please do give it the thumbs up. hit the subscribe button and get the bell notifications so you find out as soon as any new videos come out from me. And you can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok, where I do daily updates on all these kinds of tips around diet and around exercise to help you get in the best shape of your life. My number 5 diet hack is get more sleep. So if we're not getting enough sleep, it can be really difficult to lose weight, and actually it can make us gain more weight, a lack of sleep, for several reasons, not least being that actually you can have those sugar cravings if you're not having enough sleep. A poor sleep pattern can lead to poor eating habits. With our hormones, it's actually much more difficult to lose weight if we're not getting enough sleep. So how do we do that? Because it's difficult, isn't it, if we're not getting enough sleep? Well, one of the tools that I use is I use a lavender candle when I go off to sleep in the evening. So I light a lavender candle to help me relax, and then I actually use CBD oil at times, especially when I'm on a cut with my calories and the calorie deficit is getting quite severe. What I can find is I don't sleep very well at night, and so I try to sort of put in some techniques, because this is often through hunger actually that I'm not sleeping very well. And when you're in more of a calorie deficit, more of a severe calorie deficit, you can find naturally, and you're losing a lot of body fat and you're getting quite lean, you actually do have a lack of sleep, unfortunately. So another tool that I use is something called CBD oil, and I find that to be really helpful. And then you can just try sort of mindfulness techniques and listening to some kind of audio sounds as well to help you relax. They can all really, really help. So that was my 5 top weight loss hacks. I do hope you found them useful, and if you've got some other weight loss hacks, please do comment below and let me know. And also leave me a comment if there's any other topics you'd like me to cover, because I love to hear from you guys, and I've covered a number of topics now that you've left me comments about, and I'm going to leave a video up here that I think you'll find interesting to watch.